Now in all these series, what we have to do is, first of all we have to find if these are an AP or not, and if they are an AP we have to write the first term and the common difference. Okay, clear enough? So the first term, the first example over here says 4, 10, 16, 22. Now in your book it is mentioned that the way to find out if this is an AP or not is to first of all subtract A2 from A2 minus A1 and then A3 minus A2. So the way is, if A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2, then it is an AP with common difference D equal to A2 minus A1 and first term A1. And if A2 minus A1 is not equal to, and if A2 minus A1 is not equal to A3 minus A2, then it's not an AP. Okay. Now in your solutions you have to first of all show these steps and then move on. With us we can just see, and actually we can just see and tell if A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2 or not, but you have to complete these steps in your notebook or in your solutions in your examinations. But right now we'll just take the solutions for this. So the first over here, this is an AP first of all. Okay, A or A1 in this is equal to 4 and the common difference, that is D, is equal to 10 minus 4, that is equal to 6. Correct? So this is how we are going to write it. The second one we have minus 2, 2, minus 2, 2 and so on. In this if you see we have 2 minus minus 2, that is equal to 2 minus or minus 2 is equal to 4. But minus 2 minus 2, 2, that is, there is minus 2, then there is 2, we add 4, then there is 2 and then there is minus 2, we subtract 4. So this is not an AP. Okay. Again in this, if you see over here, now this formula is not going to work over here, because if you see A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2, but A4 minus A3 is not equal to A3 minus A2. So this formula needs to be amended. This formula should say this, I'm just continuing over here, this should be equal to A4 minus A3, which should be equal to A5 minus A4 and so on. Okay, so all the terms should have a common difference, that common difference should be equal. So in this if you see, first 3 terms have a same common difference, that is 0, but then the fourth term, the difference between the third and the fourth term is 1. Again the common difference is 0 and then the again common difference is 1. So this is not an AP. Correct? Next we have 2, 4, 8, 16. Again this is not an AP. Check it for yourself. Not an AP. Okay. Now if you see over here, the next one says 2, 5 by 2, 3, 7 by 2. This means 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5. So this again has a common difference of, this is an AP with the first term, that is A1, equal to 2 and a common difference of 0.5 or 1 by 2. Correct? Next what do we have is 0.2, 0.22, 0.222. So this again is not an AP. Why? Because the difference between these is 0.02, the difference between these is 0.002. So the difference is not equal, so it is not an AP again. Now if you see over here in the last example, we have the first term as 3, the second term is 3 plus root 2, The third term is 3 plus 2 root 2. The fourth term is 3 plus 3 root 2. So over here again, this is an AP with first term, that is A1, equal to 3 and the common difference equal to root 2. So now we've reached all these. We've done what is an AP and what is not. Now you can find out what is an AP. Now you know how to find out the nth term of an AP as well. Now we'll do some other examples to find out the nth term of an AP, one or two more examples, and then we'll move on further.